Hello, Pastor Leo Cunningham, Glenwood United Methodist Church. Wow, look at that delay. And we are here once again working and filming some things to give you some information about how things operate here. Holy smokes, that's a 30-second delay between what I am seeing on the filming monitor versus what I'm seeing on the broadcast stream. So, some of you have asked some questions about how do we know when people are here watching us. So, I thought I would show you some of the ways we track these things. It's might be helpful, might be curious. You might not wonder at all. So, let me zoom in a little closer. So, this is there we go. This is our dashboard for the church. All right. Now, what you can see is here's the mouse. I am pointing towards the channel dashboard. We're going to start with some things called the channel analytics. So currently, we have 112 subscribers. These are 112 people who have taken the time to click, like, and share, subscribe to the channel since we have had the channel. 112. We've got some summary information. Now, right now, we're looking at the last 28 days. So we've got 112 people who have subscribed to the channel. We'll show you this here in a little bit. We can actually track individual videos. So let's go to our channel analytics. These are our stats. So in the last 28 days, we have gotten 223 views. Now, what's a little concerning, at least for me, is this number here. It's our watch time. It's 43 hours. It's actually down by 16, almost 17%. I mean, 17% droppage in how often people have watched the channel. Now, mind you, this is over the last 28 days. And what's really neat is we can track when people were watching. So on Sunday, let me zoom in here. So on Sunday, July 17th, approximately 10 people watching. Those are probably people watching real time at home. But now watch. Now on Friday, we almost had 2 people watch. And it jumps up again to another Sunday. We got 11 people watching. We've got another 11 people. And it looks like, somebody kind of clicked on us for a few seconds and didn't watch enough to be classified as one viewer. Content. This content are the videos. Impression click-through rates, average view duration. So what this is letting us know is what are the videos they're watching? How many views did they get? Well, in the last 28 days, these are our most watched videos. 54, 46, 37, 29, 23. Now, there's a lot of debate about how to count these. Some pastors only count one view for one person. They give us a formula officially that we can use. I think it's for every view, it's supposed to be worth 1.8 or 1.6 views. We have a couple, husband and wife, who watch the channel, but they watch it together, so that counts as one view. But we know there are two people there. That's why they kind of have the formula for us to split the difference. So let us know. So right now, in the last 28 days, this was our highest video. So because it was the highest video the last 28 days, we're going to click on it and look at this video individually. "25 views, total watch time 3 hours. Peak time during the live stream is 8. So this is the length of the hour while it was live streamed. So we can actually see when people were tuning in. So at one point, there are 7 people tuning in. Then at some point, we lost some people. Some people stayed, some people come back. And some people found us, and then we had this drop right there at the 44 mark. Then it jumps back up to 45. Could be for all types of reasons, all types of things. But we can also check to find that out. The average view duration, 13 minutes. The most that this, on average, which means some people watch for more, some people watch less. That's what an average means. Now we could go into some other details. And I don't want to bore you too much with this. But let's go back to the main channel page here for a second. Let's go to the overview. So what we're going to do is we're going to change this number here from 28 days to the life of our channel. How long have we had our YouTube page? How many views? How many subscribers? How much watch time? Starting back in March. Are you ready? Almost 14,000 views in roughly 2 years. Now, some people would say that's absolutely horrible. You're never going to go viral. You know, X, Y, and Z. But we haven't paid for a single ad. We are not promoting this anywhere besides word of mouth or links or people sharing links. We're not paying to have any of this go out. This is kind of organic. It's also some of the algorithm because, YouTube will put us in the recommended section. But 13,000 views, 33,000 watch hours. Let's check our content. That means the videos. So we've got all the videos. That's everything that's been pre-recorded, we uploaded, and also things that were done live. So of the uploaded videos, pull this back in a frame, of the uploaded videos, a little over 1,000. So what that means is the live videos are what's getting the most attention. The live videos are what is causing the most amount of impressions. So of all of the live videos, what are the top videos in our history as a church? I know, I should keep this short. I'm just geeking out on these things. What? No, go back. I don't want to show those stats yet. Because we're supposed to be off the secondary matrix. Come on. Double clicked too far back. There we go. This is the one I'm looking for. So, the 13,000 views. Check this out. The most views, 228. It tells me the worship service. Number 2 for the worship service. is when Bishop Palmer was here. Now, mind you, we're doing all of the views. Not sure what this is. All right, there we go. Something frozen. There we go. So, this is live. This is Bishop Palmer. This one here is pre-recorded. Now, mind you, you can see, so this is right around the start of all the things with regards to when the lockdowns started. Next would be the Christmas Eve service at 6 p.m. This is a Sunday morning worship service. This is a Sunday morning worship service. So we can see these things. The candlelight service from 2020. 102 people. Whoops, my apologies. So we can track these things. We can watch them. We can see them in real time. Our audience. Let's look at our general audience. This is the one that strikes me as interesting, and it won't give us enough information. It might be from people who aren't logging in with their information, but apparently only 62% of our viewers are in the United States. So either people aren't sharing enough information for Google to track that, or we're popular outside of the United States, which I know we are because we've gotten people from Sweden and Indonesia as well. The Philippines, the Pacific Rim have responded to us. Let's go back to general content. Let's go back to the live videos for a second here. And let's pick a Sunday. Let's pick a Sunday with a high number that's going to be recent. All right, this is one from June 5th, 2022. Streamed. 85 people have watched this video since it first aired or was online. So it's been up for almost 2 months. Now, what's wild is in a month, this number could go up again. Someone could find it later on. It could pop up in the recommended section. Can click on it. That's what it is. I can go to hit the button that says analytics. Getting a little bit of a Moriarty effect. Let's pull this out a little bit. And we can actually see from the Sunday it was on, that first day is at 8, 13. First 2 days, now it's up to 13. Friday, it's jumped to 16. Now it's up to 21. And now, as you can see, something has happened, and it has picked up a little bit of steam. And it's kind of increased. But we were peaked out at 8 when people were actually watching it that Sunday morning. And we can see here these chart guides. So they watched about 12% of the entire video. Average duration, 12 minutes. Go and see if there are any comments. Nope. A lot of people watched it, now not a lot of people commenting on it. But for those who have often wondered what the numbers actually are, who have questioned what the numbers, are they really real numbers? Are they really? Yes, they are. Our overview, our content, our audience. I'll show you this one. This one's interesting. Then I'll call it quits. Last one. This is your returning viewers, 43. All right, they're in purple. Unique views, unique viewers. The estimated number of people that watched your content within a selected date range. So this is a channel. So in the last 28 days, we have had 84 people who do not normally watch us show up. We've had 43 people who normally watch us. 84 people who don't normally watch us have shown up to watch us. And that's a good thing. On this particular Sunday morning, on the Sunday of July 24th, 2022, it is telling us that that morning, we had 10 returning viewers, but we had 4 people who had never watched the channel before. The system knows. 4 new people who have never experienced Glenwood showed up on a Sunday morning online. And people who show up online sometimes show up in person. We've got a couple who have been here for months, but you know how they found us first? Online. So the last 28 days. These are the numbers. I can't make these up. I can't pretend on these. This is what's happening real time in the church right now with the content. You know, imagine what it would be like if we were, I don't know, actually paying for marketing and promotion. Candlelight service, Christmas Eve 2020, those are from the first Christmas Eves during the pandemic. Pre-recorded Easter morning worship service. But the live ones is when things are actually going on. So, you know, these views are kind of letting you know what's happening. Like I said, they can change over time. Because it can always show up in the For You page. And I should really switch back over to see how long we've been streaming. Woo, 18 minutes. Now, mind you, all this is blank because this isn't listed as live, so no one knows I'm doing this because I've not let anyone know I'm doing this. This is the other piece. This is the software that we use to actually connect the live stream. This software is called, I'm not going to tell you what it's called because they don't pay me to tell you what it's called, but this is what we use on Sunday mornings. Should do a video about what happens back here on Sunday mornings so you have an idea. Because some people think it's just as easy as point and click, and why doesn't this happen? Why? Trust me, there's a lot going on here. Watch this. I will show you this one. Check this out. Boop. There's the slide for Holy Communion. So we see this back in the booth, or DJ or Rebecca, who was working the booth, working this part of the booth. There's an audio part as well. So then on Sunday mornings, what you would see, now this is what we would see back here, but this over here is what you see. So we see this, but we can transition to this. And if you watch this, watch the delay when the switch happens. Or when my finger shows up. Here, transition. You take about 30 seconds, and then this is going to appear over here. But this screen is what you're watching on Sundays. This is what we're watching in-house. See the delay? Boom, there's the delay. And so then while this slide is going, sometimes they're reloading slides or they're switching slides, and they're like, oh, we've got to switch over to this. Now watch. So this is what they see back here. This is what everyone else is going to see, but it's going to take 30 seconds to get over here. Transition. Now watch. See the delay? It hasn't happened yet. And this is what happens where for those of you who will call us online or text us online and say, hey, something's not right with the audio, we've got a delay. So maybe we'll fix it, but you won't experience it yet because of that delay that happens. But that's how that works. Those are the transition pieces. Now, if you just want to go back to, maybe you want the slide in the bottom corner. Slides there in the bottom corner. See the slides over here. Going to hit transition. It's going to go over here. Going to count to like 30, and it'll pop up over here. Boop. I'm sorry, I'm giving y'all special effects. See, but it hasn't switched over. It hasn't switched over to here yet. That's trippy to watch my finger touching my finger. And I will show you one last thing, because you've been with me for like 20 minutes. Let me zoom in. Focus. Come on. Too close. There we go. All right. If you maybe you can see it. There's a little green line right here that's jumping up and down. That's how we know if there's an audio, if we've got audio. That's how we check. That's that last signal that something is actually occurring. It might be blurry because it's trying to figure out what it's supposed to be zooming in on, but you can see it fluctuating. You can see it pulsating. That's how we know. It's one of the ways to know if we've got sound going to the live stream. If it looks blank, that's not good. And yeah, I know, it's fuzzy. I should get rid of the Holy Communion that you're seeing on the screen. Go back to camera only. Transition. So what's wild is I was looking at the preview screen that didn't have Holy Communion up, but the program still had Holy Communion going. And those are some of the things that happens back here if you're not watching what's happening. And hats off to everybody who works back here, because there's so much going on, especially depending on who you are. I mean, we've got somebody who sings back here because we need more people to volunteer to do this. So she's back here running this, switching slides on the screen so people can see them. And she switches them on the screen inside the sanctuary. It means you also see them switched online. She's watching the signal feed for the YouTube. She's watching, make sure we still have audio. And she's singing as well. And then some people who don't sing, people who just come back to push buttons. But this is just, I haven't gone into any of the details it takes to load these slides onto here so you can see them. And, what it takes to create these slides. Oh, my goodness, the time it takes to create these slides. Another sermon for another time. And now, mind you, this is just what it takes to get the video and the audio to you. This is only part of it. I haven't discussed the soundboard, nor have I discussed or talked about or explained this little beauty here, the portable soundboard. And you can do things faster on the portable soundboard than you can on the large soundboard. But that's it. It's been 25 minutes of just giving you a brief overview. Believe me, this was brief. Could have gone into a lot more detail about this. But I appreciate you just spending a little bit of time and looking at the YouTube statistics, understanding why subscribing is so important, understanding why sharing the content on your social media is so important. If you don't want to subscribe, you can always share it. If you're on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter, you can email these to people. You don't have to be on Facebook. If you're on the YouTube, just go in here. I can show you what you can do. I'll pull one up. Look, right now, it's live. It's recording live. It's showing you right here. It's recording live. But what you would have to do is you'd have to come to where it says, so let's say this is the one I shot earlier about leadership, about the leadership team. You know, because some of you have YouTube, but you don't have social media. That's not an issue. All you have to do to share this with other people, I'm going to pause this. That's a weird face you're making, Leo. Come on, Pastor, look at that. That's just, ooh. Sorry. Just come over here to where it says like, and you click on that. Or it says, or it says share. All you have to do is copy this. Press copy. It'll go to your dashboard. You go into your email and then you hit paste. And it will go there. Or you could directly send it to any of these other social media apps. And I'm not even on all of them. If you want to post this to your Tumblr account, you can. If you want to put this to your Reddit account, you can. If you want to put this on your Twitter or your Facebook, you can. If you are on WhatsApp, the people who are listening to us outside of the United States, you can do it on your WhatsApp. You want to email it to somebody. But the more people who see the content, the more people who see the videos, the more they're shared, the more they will just naturally start producing them and putting them in the recommended section. Well, Pastor, what's the recommended section? You see all these videos over here on the side? This is the recommended section. And sometimes we will show up in people's recommended section that don't know anything about us. But hey, you watch this video about God and Jesus and faith and the United Methodist Church, you might like this one. So we will show up in other people's video feeds, other people's recommendation lists. The more we are sharing content, the more we are clicking like. So, half an hour, quick lesson. Hopefully, at least it made sense. But don't think that there aren't people watching us, that there aren't people paying attention to all of the things that are happening here. That is not the case. We are having a reach to people. It's 112 subscribers. And we've not spent a dime on any advertising. Oh, not true. I take that back. Retract that statement. One of the local neighborhood papers. But as far as digital marketing, digital promotion, we aren't paying for anything yet. But how many people could we reach if we did? How many people could learn and have an authentic experience and be connected to a community of faith with a little more effort on our part? Something to think about. I'm going to go. It is late here on the west side of Columbus, Ohio. Matter of fact, it is, according to my phone, so everybody knows, this is 10:58. Yes, I'm working late, 10:58, getting some stuff done. But hey, Pastor Cunningham, Glenwood United Methodist Church, God's grace, God's peace, and God's love be with us all until we see each other again. Amen and good night. Oh, wait, you might not have seen me actually show you my phone. You probably didn't see me show you my phone because I didn't switch over from the transition of the big communion video. You probably just saw me talking about communion, you see? Even late at night, I'm making mistakes back here, forgetting to switch things over. I could edit that out, but I'm not going to because mistakes happen in real life. Real time, real mistakes happen, real errors happen. You can't just edit life and cut and paste and shoot it again, take two. Nah, sometimes life is just boom, right then, right there, real time. So I'm gonna stop talking. I'm gonna go home and play with my dogs and sit by a campfire because it's actually cool enough for a campfire tonight. So thanks for your patience. God's grace, God's mercy, God's peace, and good night.